What's up, guys, and welcome back to today's video. And today I was going to make you a little video on the 1976 Cub Cadet 1000. It is all original, besides the carburetor and, well, filters, obviously. We are getting new tires put on it. That's why it's sitting on jack stands right now. It currently does not run. It does have some carburetor issues, and we've been trying to figure them out. So that, and I'm just gonna tell you a little stuff what's wrong with it. I'm gonna tell you a few things that's wrong with it. Well, number one, broken choke cable. Don't know how that happened, but it did. Well, carburetor. Surprisingly, the front tires still hold air, even though they are bald and very cracked. The rear tires that were on it, one of them is flat and one of them is good. This one does have some not the best paintwork, partly because it's, well, old. The hood's a little out of shape. But other than that, oh, and it needs a new clutch because it grinds the gears no matter what throttle, however long you've been pushing the clutch in. It needs a new deck. A new deck, I know. Well, it's just the exterior of the deck that is rusted out, so yeah, it's not really convenient. But then, yeah. But the old deck does work, surprisingly. The original switch, at least I'm pretty sure it's the original switch, it does work, which is, honestly, I'm really glad. Let's see. I don't know if I can tell what the hours are. Give me once. I'm guessing, here, I'll shut it off, or I'll shut the camera off. It has 540 hours. So, I don't know if that's good or bad on these. I don't know what these normally are at. We've had to get a new fuel line, which is kind of expected. It is going to have to get a new solenoid and charge the battery. Because the solenoid, it won't start unless you start it from the solenoid, so with a screwdriver. So it's not where it's supposed to be, and I really wish it wasn't like that, but it is. So that needs to be fixed. But the seat, it's not. I don't think. Yeah, the seat's not cracked. The emblem on the front is still there because they are known for shaking off. And I'm pretty sure everything else is good, like decals and all that's good. Well, some of these mainly. But, yeah. But overall, it's, I think the only thing, it just gave us a bunch of carburetor trouble. But other than that, it's mechanically good. Well, and cosmetically overall, besides the rust on the hood. But, like, what surprised me is how good shape the seat and decals are. And the fact that the deck still works. Yeah, I'll take you on to the next one. This is the Moore's Outdoors Cub Cadet 1282, made in 1982. This was, fun fact, I forgot to tell on the 1000. It was made by International and sold by International. The fun fact about this was it was made by MTD, which makes Cub Cadets now, I'm pretty sure, but was still sold by International. And the next one I'll tell you about it in a minute. Anyways, this one, the deck is in good shape. I think the switch does work, but it does kill the mower. Let me think here. he's put a pretty good amount of work into it. And the hood is a little bit bent, but he has put I'm pretty sure a new fuel pump, new carburetor, new fuel line. I think his solenoid's good. I can't remember. And the 1000 was 10 horsepower. This is a 12 horsepower Kohler. There's some information in there. And overall, it is a really nice Cub Cadet. Still just trying to figure out the whole fuel pump and all that, because it wasn't pumping fuel before, and then once he put it in there, it was pumping it when if he didn't cut if the gas was on, it was pouring gas out of the carburetor, like right in there. And he'd turn the gas off and it'd run fine. But then once it started shut down, he'd turn the gas back on, it'd start flooding, and it'd start flooding out of the top or out of the carburetor. This one does have pretty rough tires. They don't hold air good at all. It does have the hydrostatic, and it does move and all that, but it's just the whole fuel system, trying to figure it out. But yeah, I figured I'd show you this one. There isn't much. Gavin could explain it better because he knows more about this one. Yeah. But once it does start running, starts to run smooth, it does sound pretty good. I will give it that. It also, I'm pretty sure it's been a repaint, or it's been a partial repaint, I don't know. I don't remember what all the guy before that owned it painted, but yeah. And finally, this is the our Cub Cadet 1811. This one's gonna take me a little bit. Has the wrong decals, has diamond plates, rusted out deck. The seat's all cracked. It needs a new governor. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you all this. And hopefully it won't, because I'm pretty sure one time me and Gavin tried to film it, and it took, and we was sitting here talking 10 minutes about what all was wrong with this thing. So I'm gonna try to go a little bit faster on it. It does have the Kohler Magnum 18 horsepower, twin cylinder. Has a broken float in the carburetor. Last time it ran, the last time it ran, here, I'll take this off. I don't know if all of it's still in there. I doubt it is. I can't get it off. Anyways, so basically what happened is it blew a bunch of oil up in the air filter, and it blew a bunch of white and blue smoke, so we cut it off. I think something happened in fuel or something leaked down in there and caused it to come up in the air filter. I'm not sure how that happened. The original deck does not work. I don't even think this deck works at all. So it does have an aftermarket switch just hanging down there. The hydraulic lift does work good. And then the hydrostat transmission works. The rear tires are good on this one. It's just the front tires that are not in the best shape. It also is missing the front logo it's supposed to have. And then another thing about this one, it was made by MTD and it was sold by MTD. So we basically have all the versions of stuff that was either made by International, sold by International, made by MTD and sold by International, and then made by MTD and sold by MTD. Yeah, I did have plans to turn this into a plow tractor, just for the fact it had the 18 horsepower hydraulic lift. Already had weighted ag tires for that matter on it, and that's the original reason I bought it. Also because I was wanting to Cub Cadets at the time. But when we first fired it up, it was very loud, and the throttle was uncontrollable, and we drove it, but once you started to like come downhill and it didn't put so much stress on the engine, the RPMs would just skyrocket. So yeah, it's just not there. It doesn't need a new battery. The seat is, well, it's seen better days. But yeah, I figured I'd just bring you along. We are actually selling this one. And yeah, figured I'd just show them all to you, because someone had requested that I show that he wanted to see some Cub Cadets. So I figured I'd make a video for him. But here you go.